This was the biggest shock of the night here for me, but it wasn't a shock entirely. Gilbert Urbina comes out against Charles Radtke, and Radtke just puts it on him, bro. From bell to bell, it was an absolute clinic. Opened up with the hands. The Chuck Buffalo says, I'm here to put power on you. You want to play the teep game. You want to play at range. You want to skirt against the cage. I'm going to walk you down. I'm going to cut you off, and I'm going to hurt you. And that's exactly what he did. Now, I asked you this question in the beginning. I'm going to rephrase this question. I thought Gilbert Urbina did everything that Charles Radtke does, except better. That's why we talk neutralization. That was for the film study. Clearly, I was wrong right there. Like, not even close. I was in another stratosphere. But sometimes what happens is you don't show up on fight night. Something is going on in the training camp. You get the pre-fight jitters. You show up in the gym, but you don't show up there in the actual cage, and your opponent capitalizes on it. Or your opponent got a chip on their shoulder, and they said, I got something to prove, and I don't care who you are, I'm going to put it to you. Was this an overperformance by Charles Radtke, or was this a underperformance by Gilbert Urbina?
That's a great question, Derek, because I don't want to discount Charles Radtke. I don't want to discount the Buffalo, man. He showed up and he put knuckles to chin and did really, really well at it. Like you said, cut off the cage, had all the aggression. But I do think Urbina underperformed a little bit, at least in what he does best and what he does better than Radtke. Because, man, it just looked like he was just a little off, man. Or maybe, and this could be the credit to Charles Radtke, man. Maybe the power cracked a little bit, and Urbina starts thinking like, oh shit, I thought I was going to be the stronger one here. Ends up you're not the faster one anymore. You thought you had every aspect of this guy covered, and first punch you get cracked right away. Maybe there's some gameplay to be had there, but I do think it was a little bit more of a underperformance by Urbina going forward, man.
Yeah, I would have to agree. But then again, like you said, we're going to like double, triple down on this one. Nothing taken away from Charles Radtke because he came up, he showed up, he flipped everybody off after because he knew that he was the underdog. He knew that people discounted him. We discounted him. That was a Bloody Water Podcast consensus pick. So Radtke, apologies to you, brother. You showed out and you did your thing. But again, I just felt from the beginning of the bell, man, I saw Urbina come out, and it just didn't feel like it was the Urbina that we saw against Orion Kosi. But that's the other thing, too, is a lot of people were saying, how much can you take away from that performance, given how Kosi's career has kind of panned out, right? So maybe it's just a matter of you fought somebody who was actually on that UFC level that was, like, ready, that to put knuckles to chin, bro, as you just said. So big win to the Chuckalo, goddamn, the nickname Buffalo Chuck. There
Chuck
we go.
Buffalo.
Yeah, what I call him, the Chuckalo. Goddamn it. Hey, listen, all love to you, brother. All love to you. All right, man. That is ending our main card right there.